Hello everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm excited to share a heartwarming story with you titled, Tom the Observer, a furry judge of fun. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Of course, if it's not your style, feel free to skip it, no hard feelings. Now, let's begin the story. Tom was a cat who took his role in the household very seriously, or at least he thought he did. On most afternoons, while sunlight streamed through the windows, Tom would take up his regular spot, stretched out lazily beside the table, eyes half closed, tail flicking slowly like a metronome. But don't be fooled. This wasn't just a nap position. This was the official judge's chair. From here, Tom could observe everything that happened in the room without having to lift more than a whisker. On this particular day, Jay was running around the room like a miniature storm. Toys were scattered everywhere: blocks, cars, stuffed animals, and even a paper airplane that looked like it had crash-landed on the carpet. Jay was giggling, rolling on the floor, tossing toys in the air as if testing how much chaos a single human child could create. And Tom, he lay beside the table, eyes wide open now, following every movement with the intensity of a world-class referee. Whenever Jay made a funny sound effect, zoom, pow, crash, Tom twitched his ears but refused to move. His expression seemed to say, "Really? That's the best you can do?" If Jay knocked something over, Tom blinked slowly, as though awarding points for style. If Jay tripped over his own feet, Tom let out a soft MRRP, which sounded suspiciously like laughter. It was as if Tom had appointed himself the judge of Jay's entire playtime routine. After a while, Jay noticed the furry pair of eyes staring at him from beside the table. He froze dramatically in the middle of the room, holding a toy car like a trophy. "Tom," Jay announced, pointing straight at the cat. "You're watching me." Tom did not deny the accusation. Instead, he tilted his head slightly and narrowed his eyes. It was the beginning of the great staring contest. Jay crouched down low, trying to imitate Tom's serious expression. He squinted so hard his nose wrinkled up, which made him look more like a confused squirrel than a cat. Tom, unbothered, kept his golden eyes locked onto Jay with the calm patience of someone who had all day to spare, which, to be fair, he did. For 2 whole minutes, the room fell into silence. No toys clattered, no laughter echoed. It was just boy versus cat, a battle of eye contact. Finally, Jay burst out laughing, collapsing onto the carpet. "You win, Tom. You always win." Tom stretched, looking smug, and flicked his tail like a royal scepter. He hadn't even blinked. The great staring contest was yet another victory for the feline empire. Jay soon returned to his toys, but now he added commentary for Tom's benefit. "Look, Tom, the airplane is flying again," he said, tossing the crumpled paper plane across the room. Tom tracked it with his eyes, but didn't move a paw. "And now, the car is zooming past the finish line," Jay declared, sliding his toy car along the floor with a dramatic vroom. To Jay's delight, Tom gave a small approving purr-rumph, which Jay interpreted as applause. In Jay's world, Tom wasn't just lying lazily by the table. He was the official audience, the silent cheerleader, the wise friend who understood everything without saying a word. At last, when the playtime storm calmed and Jay sprawled out on the carpet, breathing heavily from laughter, Tom stretched again and hopped gracefully down. He patted over and curled up beside Jay, pressing his soft body against the boy's arm. It was Tom's way of saying, "You did well, little human. Your performance has been judged, and you pass with flying colors." Jay patted Tom's back with a tired grin. "Thanks, Tom. You're the best." And in that cozy moment, it was clear, while Jay filled the room with energy and imagination, Tom brought balance, calmness, and a touch of humor with his silent but powerful presence. Together, they were the perfect team, a whirlwind of play and a master of stillness. In many ways, Tom and Jay's interaction mirrors the balance we need in modern life. Jay represents energy, creativity, and the drive to experience as much as possible, while Tom embodies stillness, observation, and the wisdom of conserving energy. Too often in today's fast-paced world, we live like Jay, constantly moving, multitasking, and filling every moment with noise and activity. While such energy can bring joy and innovation, it can also exhaust us if left unchecked. Tom reminds us of the value of stillness, to pause, to observe without judgment, and to simply be present. There is strength in quiet. And sometimes the most powerful response is not to rush, but to wait and watch. By combining Jay's playful energy with Tom's calm observation, we find a model for balance in our daily lives. We can chase goals and dreams with enthusiasm, but we must also create space for reflection and rest. Just as Jay felt validated and comforted by Tom's quiet companionship, the people around us also benefit when we listen, observe, and offer silent support. In modern life, happiness often comes not from doing more, but from learning when to pause, breathe, and simply enjoy the moment.